Um, Alright, looks like the film's over here. Time to pull the cards. Let's see what happened to Johnny at the end of the film here. What do you guys think about that film tonight? Alright, let's see what Mr. Tarot cards have to say. Well, I mean, there's a sword, a knight, and a stick, and whatever fell down there. I don't know, I'm learning tarot, and I believe these cards say we're fucked. So, alright, well, that's my tarot card reading for today after the film Forced to Kill. So what do you guys think about Forced to Kill from 1994? Johnny was a hell of a kick fighter, and kickboxer, and a roundhouse kicker. He should have been in Roadhouse 2. Did they make Roadhouse 2? Okay, Roadhouse 3 then. So yeah, like I said before in the intro, Michael Ironside just plays the fucking badass sheriff in this one here. I love Michael Ironside. He's fucking scary in everything he does. So can you blame him for, being in this hick town? There's probably nothing to do in that town. And one of my favorite scenes of dialogue in this film is when they got Johnny in that pig pen cage, about ready to do that illegal fighting, and then the one redneck guy is like, "Yeah, get in there, boy." Yeah. And then he's like, "Do you ever brush your teeth?" And then the scene's like a solid minute. He's like, you think he'd try to fight Johnny or punch him for saying that, but he's just like, "Ugh. Yeah, I brush my teeth, boy. Yeah, you said I didn't brush my teeth? Well, now I'm really offended by that. I brush my teeth, boy." And then the scene ends. So it just kind of goes nowhere. It's like that one little comment just kind of triggered him. It's like, instead of fighting, I'm going to casually tell you that, yeah, you're wrong, I do brush my teeth, boy. He reminded me a lot of Foghorn Leghorn. You know what I mean? Now boy, I brush my teeth, boy. But, I mean, who could hate this film? I thought this was a really fun one. I sat down and I watched it almost twice, actually, to get this video out here. So, hope you guys enjoyed that, because we're probably going to get another film like this next week, I'm hoping, because I really like this one. And if you missed it here on B-Movie TV, I believe it's also free on IMDb TV. So if you have a Roku, you can download that channel too. But we don't want to download any other channels. We want to stick only to B-Movie TV. In fact, my recommendation is to delete all your other channels on the Roku. Make room for B-Movie TV. That's right. All the software updates, all that stuff. Disney Plus. Fuck Disney. So, yeah, without further ado, yeah, we got to stick to B-Movie TV here. So yeah, guys, I really hope you enjoyed that film, because I really did too. Look at me, I'm sweating here. Whew, that movie was a fire blaze here. Whoever did, the director of that movie should make the new Twisted Metal. If they make a film version of Twisted Metal, favorite video game series of all time. But yes, in the words of Ken, this film was fucking livid, dude. Fucking livid, man. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that one here. I like to say, too, Slashers Podcast. If you guys like alien films, this whole month we're doing movies like Mars Attacks and Mac and Me, and the Species series. So our episode's up now on Spotify, Pandora, YouTube, Hulu, all that fun shit. So go ahead and listen to us. Jakey Poo's the main guy in that one here. So Saturday Night Terrors, that Jake? Yeah, and Aid? We were going off a lot of verbal diarrhea on these films here. And like I said, if you haven't seen the Species films, that was my first time watching it for the podcast, and whoa, those are some TNA-filled hentai hardcore tentacle porn films. Can't beat that, Hey, when you got it, flaunt it, right? And then, like I mentioned before, too, I did just get an interview with Jonathan Doe, the director of Barf Bunny. So I'm talking to Ken. We're going to try to get it screened at maybe like a Sunday at a 10 p.m. time slot there. And then we could tack on the interview that we have with Jonathan Doe on the making of Barf Bunny and his films, the Erotic Grotesque Nonsense series. So you can check out his stuff at putridproductions.com. So, great guy. And then I'm working on it right now, but I did work on his film, Let's Stop at the Morgue. Sam Hell is a great extreme underground filmmaker. And, I had the pleasure of getting brutally butchered in one of his films. But here's some of his other works here, like Spit and Sea of Blood. So if you like films like Tumbling Doll of Flesh, or Women's Flesh, My Red Guts, or those fake Japanese snuff films that kind of came out in the 90s, he's kind of doing that now. So, I don't really know any other filmmaker that's kind of working on stuff like that. So, yeah, check him out at abaroquehouse.com. And Let's Stop at the Morgue. So, some great people behind that film there. Oh, man, I'm a whore for these advertisements, right? Whew. But that's okay. You want to know what? Because we all love B-movie TV here, and we're trying to get the word out on these filmmakers that otherwise don't get any sort of notoriety in media. You know, the ones that are all the news now is fanning their nuts to, oh my god, the superhero movies, or oh my god, the Conjuring 3's out. Nah, you gotta give some room to the independent filmmakers. And yes, if I'm hawking other movies, might as well go with Even Hitler Had a Girlfriend. Now this film is just fucking livid and probably the sleaziest movie I've ever seen. And Ken's company, Livid Media, has released this 2-disc deluxe edition. And Fred, thank you very much for writing the liner notes in this here. Now it's very teary-eyed and very good retrospective on the filmmaker Ronnie Kramer. So rest in peace, dude. So definitely check that out there, guys. And you can also check out Gross House 1 and 2. I know, I was like, Doug, just shut the fuck up already. I gotta hawk something. I gotta eat soup. I'm tired of eating canned noodles all the time. So please, support. That's what you guys get. B-Movie TV. The B-Movie TV diet. Soup, noodles, and cabbage. We're eating a lot like Charlie Bucket did in Willy Wonka. So without further ado, guys, I'm Doug, and I thank you for watching Forced to Kill from 1994, because you want to know what? The more action films like this we get, the more eyes it gets to people saying like, man, these films are great. We really need a restoration from something like Vinegar Syndrome or Severin or Livid Media to get these films re-released out here, because they're kind of either lost to a VHS format or lost in a remember those really shitty DVDs from like the late 90s, early 2000s, the snap cases, and they were in 4x3 and then you stretch them out and they look like a piece of shit in a tinfoil can. Yeah, so we gotta try to get restorations on these films like Forced to Kill. Because, you know, we need another one, another movie with Michael Ironside playing the bad guy. So, yes, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you next week. See you. Well, if you enjoyed tonight's film, then you'll definitely love listening to Slashers Podcast. A bunch of us goons all sit around and talk about these B-movies together, and we'll have a good laugh, so give us a listen, and thanks for watching B-Movie TV.